Hi, I'm Kate, welcome back to my channel, and today I'm going to be talking about my reading and channel goals for 2019.
Chestnut roasting, Jack Frost nipping at your nose.
So for 2018, this was my first year on BookTube. I enjoyed it a lot. I kind of discovered the community, got sucked in, and was like, I need to do this because I have friends that read, but not like I read, and not like I read now, because this community has encouraged me to read so much more than I ever thought possible. I am over 80 books now for 2018, and that just blows my mind, and I somehow know that it's just going to keep getting better. So in terms of channel goals, I really want to create more consistent content. On my blog, I'm trying to do Monday, Wednesday, Friday with like extra ones here or there as it happens. I think 3 videos a week is a lot, but we're going to try it for like January. We're going to try like 2 to 3 a week. I'm going to try and do a vlog at least once a week. I think it'll be just more weekend reading vlogs, but yeah, I just want more consistent content. I also want to do more creative content. This is always going to be like mainly a BookTube channel, but there are some other things that I would like to kind of incorporate in that are more like lifestyle-ish or day trips. Because last year was so busy, aside from like obviously BookTube couldn't be my priority, also like my day trips and the amount that I traveled kind of like took a hit as well. So this upcoming year I have a lot of fun day trips and weekend trips planned. I always try to make it a point to go to bookshops. If that's not the point of the trip, then whatever trip going on, I try to visit a bookshop in that town. So I'd love to do more of that, especially in my weekend reading vlogs. And then kind of like the last thing for the channel, I have no like desired or set like followers. I just want to be more involved in the community. I took part in readathons last year. I'd like to do more this year, and I'd also like to, not saying you need like a group or a clique or anything, but I would like to find like a group that I could be a part of, or people that I talk to more often and regularly and buddy read with. Again, I don't have that many like friends that are that into books, so if I could find like a group of people to buddy read with, I would really love that. And then in terms of my reading, I set my goal at about 50 this year, and I'm pretty happy with that. Again, I read into the 80s. I don't want to raise that goal. I don't want to pressure myself, because I, again, want to be more consistent with content and more creative with content, other than just TBRs and wrap-ups, and, you know, those are all fine, and I'm still going to have those, but I don't know if I'm going to be doing, like, and I already kind of stopped book hauls. I think if I do them, they're going to be more seasonal, or if I go on a trip or go to, like, a specific, like, library sale or something, like I'll do those, but I don't see myself doing monthly hauls anymore. But I have a lot of ideas for in terms of like creative content that I can't wait to talk about, that I don't want to set my goal like super high, like increase it so much when I have a lot of things on here that I want to change for the better. So I hope that made sense, because again, this is just like a real casual talk. I'm kind of just, I have some talking points, but I'm kind of just like whatever kind of comes to mind, obviously. I would also like to incorporate more nonfiction. It's not that I don't read nonfiction, it's just that I think last year, again, being like my first full year in the BookTube community, there is just like so many YA books and this and that and fantasy books that were just so hyped up that I'm like, I gotta read them, I gotta read them, I gotta read them. But I don't really feel that way anymore. I think like there's nothing wrong with like getting excited about hyped up books. There are books coming out this year that I'm super excited for, but I'm trying to kind of like, I don't need to read a book the second it comes out. I don't need to like get a book just because everybody else is reading it if it doesn't necessarily like interest me like that. There are a lot of books I just read because everybody else was reading them, and I think it's great to read diversely. I think it's great to read books outside of your comfort zone, and I'm going to continue to do that, but I'm not just going to like pick up a book because people are like talking about it. And again, I hope that kind of makes sense. I think you get what I'm trying to say. Books really get hyped up on in this realm, and it doesn't necessarily mean they're good, it just means they have great PR. And then something I'm really, really excited for, which is something I really can't talk about too much, but I really want to be part of a book club, and at the moment I'm working on with someone starting a really fun, exciting, and different type of book club, and that kind of ties in also to the content, like the creative content that I want to share on here, and it's going to be happening. The person that I'm working on it with, it's just going to involve like a lot of like historic New England-ness and some sightseeing, and just I can't wait to share it with you. Sorry to totally be like teasing you, but like I just like I'm so excited that I want to talk about it, but I can't talk about it because it's not like set in stone yet, but it's gonna happen and it's gonna be so fun. And then like my last like little point that I wrote down there is like reading in the wild. I want to be out reading more. I am a bookshop or a coffee shop reader. When I'm in coffee shops, I really love that atmosphere and I love reading in them. It probably also has to do with the amount of like cold brew that I'm drinking, but I would like to be outside more. Again, that is one of those things that kind of didn't get to happen as much as I wanted to last year, especially kind of moving to Fairfield County, Connecticut. You know, there's beaches and stuff down here, and I know I'm just not as familiar with this area as I was where I was living, like in the Litchfield Hills, where there's like, you could just like walk down the street and find a walking trail, and there's like parks all over the place. I'm kind of getting used to being down here and finding my outdoor nature places, and if you're from the area and know of any good ones, I'd love to hear about them. But I do like to be outside. I didn't get enough of that last year, and I do read outside. I like to like bring a chair and set up shop, so we're gonna have to find a couple more of those this year. So that's kind of just like my rambling, easy breezy, like this is what I'm thinking about right now. That's what's on my mind for the new year. I'm not one to set like strict goals and rules, but I do like to speak them out loud and start a conversation about them. I'd love to hear what you think about some of the stuff I've talked about and what your goals are for the new year. And until next time, I'll see you.
Hey,